One of my favorite aspects about Edgar Wright's films is how he likes to combine and play with genre. Baby Driver is an action movie mixed with a musical. Scott Pilgrim is an action movie, a rom-com, and a video game movie all in one. And this achieves a lot. It subverts expectations and allows him to say a lot more because he works out of bounds of a lot of traditional narratives. He isn't confined by genre stereotypes and can tell whatever kind of a story he wants. My favorite example of this has to be Shaun of the Dead. It combines the genre of disaster flick and rom-com. Now, on the surface, these two genres have nothing in common. One is lighthearted fun and emotional, and the other is intense, dramatic, and enormous in scale. The last time that I watched Shaun of the Dead, I asked myself, why does this work so well? There should be conflicts with tone, characters, story structure, you name it, but there isn't. In fact, I would say that all these elements work perfectly together in Shaun of the Dead. Over the past few weeks, I've been giving this a lot of thought. Why do these two conflicting genres work so well together? So then I took a step back. I mapped out the overarching narrative plot points of the two genres, and they were just about a one-to-one match. Let me explain, starting off with the disaster film. When the story first begins, we are introduced to our ordinary world, and it is oftentimes in disarray. The scientist sees the signs, nobody's willing to listen.
Although no one official is prepared to comment, religious groups are calling it Judgment Day. There's panic on the streets of London.
And chaos ensues at the inciting incident. From there, the protagonist needs to find a way to survive in the world. First, they usually try to fight against it. After that is unsuccessful, the hero learns the rules of the world and is able to thrive in a world of chaos. By the end of the movie, the protagonist will oftentimes return the world to normalcy to an extent, be it through a cure or just through learning to live in a new environment where they can thrive and oftentimes live a life better than the one they did at the beginning of the story. Now let's compare that with a rom-com. The love interest will oftentimes start off rocky. They may be together, but it's clearly not a very healthy relationship.
You promised you'd stop smoking when I did. Well, you promised you'd go back to the gym.
At the inciting incident, the relationship will usually fall apart. The love interest will be forced to be together. At first, they fight with one another,
But I couldn't get through. I had to come up with a plan.
Oh, you made a plan.
but then come to realize that they are better off working together. By the end of the story, they have patched up their relationship and are now happier together than they were at the beginning of the narrative. Now, these story structures are almost identical, beat for beat, and the combination of them allows for a really interesting result. Shaun of the Dead transcends both of these genres. Wright's clever combination allows for something unique. Even though it follows traditional stories beat for beat, it's also something wholly original. It has heart, it's suspenseful, and it's a perfect example of great storytelling.
There's no I in team, but there is an I in pie. There's an I in meat pie. The anagram of meat is team. I don't know what he's talking about. Look, that's it.
Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed. If you missed last week's update, videos are going to be a bit shorter for the next month or so. We'll soon be returning to our usual style of content, but I'm really hoping that this short break and short change up will allow me to cover topics that wouldn't fit into a normal 8 to 10 minute video, but would be perfect for a 3 to 5 minute one. If you want more Edgar Wright, I put a link to my video on Baby Driver, so be sure to check that out if you're interested. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next week.